Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Tuesday, the 10th of December 2024. So, Momo massacred, bullion and black gold bid as stocks, bonds and crypto tank. So, they've been forced lower. US stocks ended the day lower whilst China changes policy stance. So, that's to do with QE. And stocks and bonds fall as attention turns to US CPI. Yes, I owe an apology for this because yesterday I said that the CPI numbers were for the UK and they're not. They're for the US, which are due out tomorrow. They are forecast to be slightly higher for year on year and higher across the board for the month on month, but the core is the one that the market focuses on, and that's forecast to be the same as before, but we'll wait and see. That's tomorrow at 1:30. So let's have a look at these markets that were massacred during yesterday and kick off with the Dow. So in the Dow yesterday, prices lower down to the 20-bar moving average. They're actually below this overnight. Bit of a correction going on in the markets, as I put in the narrative yesterday that I sent out. Are we heading for a correction, profit taking? And it looks like that's the case at the moment. Prices need to hold above 38% if they're to move back and move back above the all-time high there. The CPI numbers tomorrow should assist in this if they come out favourably. But yesterday you can see again derivatives moving higher. It looks like there's a bit of a profit taking going on at the moment. We've had this all week and most of last week as well when the DAX was making new all-time highs in the S&P. The Dow was having a bit of a pullback, and you can see that with the red there. It's the third day down, so you could expect a bit of support during today's trading session. And speaking of the DAX, so we've got a bit of selling around for yesterday as the up move over after last week's 1,000-point move. Price is starting to move back. Seeing a bit of a pullback there. Let's just draw in some fib retracements from this low where the green line is to the high. And there's some downside targets if the profit taking actually persists in this market. In the 30-minute, we moved higher to begin with, then back again to the high of Friday, which we saw as a new all-time high. And actually, we may have a new all-time high there. I'll check it in a minute. Prices then moving down below the low overnight, but finding support at the 200 MA there in the 30-minute chart. Let's just have a look at this. Yeah, we've got a new all-time high for yesterday. Market trading initially higher, bit of gusto there at 20,474. So yeah, new all-time high for the German DAX. And in the S&P 500, this also ground into a halt as Nvidia ran into a bit of a problem yesterday, losing 100 billion. And the all-time high, I think, remained intact from the other day, but let's just double check this. We've got 60.99 there, so let me just put in a new one there. 60.99, 60.94, so no new all-time high. That remains market below the 5-bar moving average, but nowhere near as weak as the Dow that we saw during yesterday in the last few days. Still strong there. First red bar in many days there, which you can see. I'm not going to count them, but you can see it's a good 10 plus days of the market moving higher for the S&P. 30 minutes, again, morning derivatives higher, but as soon as the cash market opened, down she went. And at the moment we're close to yesterday's low, which you can see there, where the market's just holding. You've also got the psychological level there as well, of 6,050. And in the US dollar, this is sort of sideways, waiting for those CPI numbers, which are due out tomorrow. An interesting move yesterday in the gold market and silver market, obviously due to the geopolitical events that are unraveling around the globe. So let's have a look at those. Shock for me, silver was allowed to move up yesterday, and move up it did. Some buying there assisting it as well, as you can see in the green volume bar. And 30-minute chart allowed to actually move all the way up until we got to the 4 p.m. So even through the 1:30 London fix, the market managed to hold to the upside, and is holding there at the moment at the close. Same for gold as well, but not as marked as the silver move, trying to break out of this sideways move that we've seen the market in over the last few weeks. And in the 30-minute chart, you can see there, gold being pushed back, unlike silver was yesterday, but coming back, it's about an 89% retracement there at the moment. If we go from this high down to this low, you'll see right on the 89% retracement there. So a bit of resistance to get through there for the gold market. And in the gold-silver ratio, you can see there we've got this moving lower because silver's move was far greater than that of the gold market yesterday. So nice move there. Surprised to see this. I thought we'd have got to 90, but it came close to 89, I think it was, wasn't it? Just have a look at the high for this market. 88.41 there. So yeah, we came close, but at the moment this is being pushed back there. Right, let's have a look at yesterday's trades. And yesterday there wasn't a lot to report, so the market very quiet, waiting obviously for those CPI numbers, which I had forgotten about. Had a potential buy signal there. The market straight sideways early on, very, very tedious and boring. And you'll see there that wasn't filled. And then the market moving down to the close and the supports. You can see there we've got a bit of a double bottom there. Prices sideways, and then into the mid-morning market just drifting and doing absolutely nothing, and then coming back with the futures in New York before we had a potential sell at the start. This one failed. We've got the 200 MA, the 50 EMA, and the Dow sideways, and this brought the market back to the upside, taking this one out. But a bit later on, again, you can see how quiet it is. The tiny bars of about 4 to 5 points. Prices moving down to recoup some of the losses there, down to the 200 MA, which you can see, and then coming back, finding resistance at the 50 EMA before then moving lower and retesting the DP level, and now below the 200 MA as it drifted lower, confirming a bit of weakness there, but then desperate to get back, as you can see there through the evening. Quick look overnight, see what the DAX is doing, and not a lot is the answer to that question. Close and low there as a resistance to the upside, plus the 200 MA at the moment, who've had a retracement up to the 200 MA and now starting to move back. S1 is where we've got downside targets at the moment, but we're a long way from that all-time high of yesterday. We just squeeze up the chart, so you'll see it's a long way off, all the way up there. So you're just using a ballpark figure. There's 100 points there, 200, 300, nearly 400 points away. Just to get a bit more of an accurate look at that, let's just see from where we're currently trading up to the high is... Sorry, I got that wrong, didn't I? Thought it seemed a big move. 90, just under 200 points. Yeah, which it is, isn't it? If you use the red lines, 100 between each red line. Yeah, it's a bit early at the moment, but there you go. So yeah, 200 points to the high, all-time high, if the market does move higher. But at the moment, it's just very, very quiet indeed. Okay, that's it for this one. There's no major economic news items today. Geopolitics dominating the news narrative. Wait and see what happens. But tomorrow, obviously, gearing up for those CPI numbers, last ones of the year as well for the US. Okay, that's it for this one. Have a great day. And as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.